Chapter 2 of Astro Royale is here, and is it really a copy of Tokyo Avengers? We're going on this journey and reading it week to week. Let's see what happens to this chapter with Hibaru and Terasu. The chapter starts off with Hibaru waking up and Terasu is right there in front of him. Terasu says he's been asleep for 2 weeks and everything that happened really did happen. And Hibaru is wondering about the Gramps shop. He goes over there and sees that it's destroyed. The Gramps is putting on a strong face, but Terasu knows he's hurt deep down inside. The people who benefited the most from this destruction, the Yatsurugi family's Hawk faction, basically took over the headquarters and took all the supplies and diluted them to the black market, including the Gramps shop. So Hibaru pulls up and everybody knows it's him. And he says, "Why the hell are you guys taking all the supplies? It's pathetic." He says, "Hey, this is our turf now. You're not even supposed to be here." And they call the boss. And Hibaru's gonna put up a fight, but Terasu says they have power, so watch out. And then we cut to Shinjuku, and this guy is reporting and saying Hibaru is alive. Then we cut to the dude who was in the first chapter, one of the brothers, and he says everything was looking down because of his father's will, because he wasn't gonna be the head of the family. But since the disaster happened, the god have chosen him, and he has powers, and it looks like he's controlling rubble. And it's because of that Astro. And Shio says, tell them that Hibaru and Terasu died in the disaster. That's the story. And the order they're given is to kill everybody who sides with Hibaru and Terasu. And Terasu's like, we're brothers, but they're like, look, I have no beef with you, but I gotta kill you. And they're gonna use their power. And he says he was holding this dagger when he wished upon a star, and now he can kill people with his bare hands. And he says colossal blade arm, and his arm turns into a blade. And this guy was holding on to grip strengtheners, and he got a steel shell. Now their goal is just to kill Hibaru and Terasu. He swings on them, but they miss. And Hibaru's like, I was holding on to something and I wish something. And he holds on to the bullet and he says, get back, Terasu. He says if wishes mean power, then his wish is to be really strong. And he powers up and he says, take this. He says barehanded, magnum blast, and he punches this dude in the stomach. He goes flying. And then he says, which one of you is next? And he says he'll take them on anytime, any day, and people are cheering for him. And then at the very end of the chapter, the Gramps gets his candy back, and Hibaru buys a piece of candy from him, and everything is happy and dandy. But yeah, this was the second chapter of Astro Royale. Seems pretty interesting so far. People are getting powers, they're fighting, so it's a royale of who's the strongest person who has the Astro power. It was a good second chapter. Let me know, guys, what you think of Astro Royale.